My brother was recently abducted and killed in Iraq. The movie The End of the Spear was also just released. Forgiveness has gone a long way with this tribe. What do you suggest when dealing with fundamentalist Islamics whose minds and hearts are closed, unlike the tribal people?
Yeah, I don't think for you to forgive them for killing your brother has anything to do with them. I don't think that forgiveness of my heart is conditioned on the action of the person who has wronged me. I know there's a lot written on this, and I wrote a book called The Freedom and Power of Forgiveness. And whoever asked that question, you can get that book through the bookstore. Freedom and Power of Forgiveness. Forgiveness is a freeing, liberating, righteous thing to do, regardless of what those other people that offended you did. Otherwise, you live your whole life in bitterness. Otherwise, you just continually inflict pain on yourself. It is critical that you understand that in the sovereign purposes of God, life is fraught with trouble. You know, man is born into trouble as the sparks fly upward. In this world you'll have tribulation. Be of good cheer, I've overcome the world. This is temporal, this is temporary, this is how it is in this life. Don't expect to get over your problems. If you get over the ones you've got now, you'll just get different ones in the future. This is how it is in life. Get used to it. And I think if you go through life harboring bitterness for everybody that offends you, even in a severe sense, all you do is inflict incessant pain on yourself. My wife's sister and her husband, who are very close to us, had a son, a college student son, who was working in a market near our church a number of years ago. And some kind of a drug addict came in and tried to rob one of the checkout stands, and he stepped in to try to defend this lady from this robbery. And the guy took out a gun and killed him right on the spot, my nephew Tim. And so obviously the shock and the trauma is a devastating kind of thing. It was only a few weeks after that, they caught him right away, only a few weeks after that his dad went to the jail to tell this guy that he wanted him to know that because of the grace of Jesus Christ, he forgave him for what he did to Tim, and Tim was in heaven, and he wanted to give him the gospel in hope that he would embrace Christ. That's the mature Christian response. So he never reacted to the gospel at all. He was not interested in the gospel. But my brother-in-law's heart was moved from any kind of vengeance to compassion and to a desire to pray for the salvation of this guy. I mean, we have to have a godly worldview in these things, and it's all under the sovereignty of God and the salvation of the people who do that harm. I mean, it's, hey, isn't that what Jesus says? Father, forgive them, they know not what they do. They weren't asking for that. Stephen, being stoned, lay not this sin to their charge. So I think that forgiveness is the most God-like thing a Christian can do. Never are you more like God than when you forgive. Okay?